Intermarriages have been a common practice in many communities and especially in royal families. They are notable for marrying cousins and even siblings, especially in past times. And most of the time, their goal was to protect their bloodline, their dynasty, and obviously to maintain the power within their hands. The issue with intermarriages is that it comes with many consequences, especially health-wise, as it leads to inbreeding. 3 royal families have some of the worst cases, and one is especially notable for it. One of the first examples I came across happened during the Russian Empire. The last heir of the Russian Empire, Tsarevich Alexei, who lived from 1904 to 1918, suffered a condition called hemophilia. Hemophilia basically affects the process of blood clotting. So your blood doesn't clot properly. So any cut, any bruise leads to heavy internal bleeding, and it can easily lead to your death. And that is due to genetic defect on the X chromosome. This gene is usually carried by women, but men suffer from the disease. The gene was carried from his grandmother to his mom and then to him. Marrying close relative usually increases the chances of inheriting many genetic disorders, and especially this one. It is even called the royal disease. Even though Alexei was killed during the Bolshevik Revolution, he probably would not have lived really long. Another case of inbreeding was actually during ancient Egypt. Obviously, this is a long time ago, and many of the studies that have been done were done through remains found on mummies and tested by archaeologists. But based on their finding, they believe that Tutankhamun, who is known to have been disabled and had many health issues, to be directly related to the fact that his parents were siblings. Many genetic testing were done and none of them came 100% conclusive on what type of disease he had. But we definitely know that he lived a life of suffering and pain. He had to walk with a cane because he had a deformity on one of his foot. He has scoliosis, and he had many other immune diseases, which made it easier for him to get sick. He especially contracted malaria many times during his lifetime. He ended up dying very young at 18. Last but not least is probably one of the worst cases of inbreeding, and this is the Spanish royal dynasty. From 1516 to 1700, 9 out of 11 marriages in this family were incestuous. They married so much within the same family that the last male heir, Charles II of Spain, was infertile. He also had many other health issues which made it difficult for him to eat and talk. The family became famous by what is now called the Habsburg jaw. The last name of the family is Habsburg, and they had a really pronounced jaw, which is a medical condition where the lower part of your jaw protrude forward so much that it is significantly larger than the upper part of your jaw, and it makes it very difficult to close your mouth. The case of inbreeding in this family was so bad that they literally ended their own dynasty. That's it for today. If you have any question, leave them below. And if you want to get deeper into any of the family that I've just talked about, let me know. See you next time. Bye.